Hi, and welcome to United Adventure Company presents Ripples from Carcosa, a Call of Cthulhu campaign in 3 scenarios exploring Hastur, Carcosa, and the King in Yellow. Ripples from Carcosa is written by Oscar Rios, Caleb Cleveland, and Lee Simpson. Please enjoy Ripples from Carcosa. An uneasy quiet has fallen over the ruins of Astalon. The fires are starting to burn themselves out as you look down from the road. Few people are moving along the streets now. Only an occasional howl or scream can be heard. Soon, the road leads to a large circular building. It's made of stone. This must be the arena. Debris scattered everywhere, as well as a large number of corpses. The gates are open, and above them hangs an enormous banner that reads Adventus Regis. And the 3-armed symbol of this last king seems to glow in the darkness. Flags and banners flutter in the night wind, but something else draws your attention. As you look upward, it's a huge winged creature flying in the night air. It vanishes, diving down into the arena almost as quickly as it appears. The area outside the arena is mostly deserted, and to you all, it is clear that this is where the ripple of madness and chaos began. How would you like to proceed?
I will
Remember,
look
you're
to
on
the parents
horseback.
to guide us in this particular action.
So it just dove into the arena, and we're standing on the outside of the arena, and we just saw it dive in there.
Correct. You're on horseback. You pull up to the outside of the arena. You're surveying the scene. You see this huge winged creature, similar to the one that just flew over you a while ago, dive down into the arena and vanish.
And we know that all these people have been taken to the arena.
That's your
missing
assumption
people
at this point. The children, yeah.
But I thought we heard someone say something about like they were driving people to the arena.
Yes, they took them there. Yeah, they drove everyone into the arena. Yeah.
All right. Well, I mean, really, at this point, I think I'm going to draw my sword, and I am going to ride my horse into the arena, even if that means riding my horse through hallways. That's fine.
Okay. Well, nope. The gates are open into the main entry to the arena.
Okay.
What was the team that you cheered for again?
It was the red team, and I believe his name was Galus Earnhardus or something like that.
Yes, sure. I do believe that is his name.
Something along those lines.
I'm going to pick the horse and follow behind you really swiftly, and I'm going to kind of yell ahead. I hope you ride as true as Earnhardus.
I'm going to spur my horse faster because it's all gas, no brakes at this point.
Yeah.
Just pulling the reins to the left, right?
Right. That's right. All lefts.
The horse only knows how to take left turns.
Servia and Tula, do you follow behind?
I'm gonna say I'm gonna be hesitant. I'm gonna follow behind, but maybe not go so gung-ho into where this giant fucking monster just dove, maybe be a little less flippant with my life, but I'm still gonna follow.
Okay.
But if you'll hear I call out from behind me, if your children die, who will know you ever lived? And spur my horse on faster.
Even faster.
Down the ramps you go into the arena. Tula, what are you following behind as well?
I'm going to dismount, tie my horse up here, and then proceed on foot and if this is just one chute that goes straight into the arena and there are no side passages, that's what I'll do. But if there are any side passages or any way of going a slightly different route, I am going to turn left if given the option.
Okay, let's back up to where you dismount your horse. Go ahead and make me a dex ×5, please.
You fool.
My dex is 55. I rolled a 30.
All right. You catch yourself as you dismount your horse. Your left leg goes completely limp. You can put no weight on it, and you kind of catch yourself as you fall to the ground. As you seem to have lost ability to even move it. Now you try to move, and there's this great kind of psychosomatic disconnect between your brain is telling your leg to move, but it will not move. You seem to have lost ability to move your leg.
I look down at my leg and I start massaging it and rubbing it, seeing if I can feel my leg, just double checking to make sure it's still attached, that, nothing has fallen off. There's nothing binding it or anything like that. If nothing comes of that, I will attempt to remount.
On second thought.
Exactly. On second thought.
All right. Yeah, go ahead. You can remount. You kind of pull yourself up. I won't make you make a roll for that. You can pull yourself back up and get back on your horse from the right side, putting your right foot. However, throwing your left leg over the saddle doesn't work. So you're going to have to ride side saddle into the arena because you can't lift your leg over the saddle.
Okay. I guess I could ride backwards.
You could ride backwards if you were able to.
I'm not going to do that.
Okay. So side saddle riding in. As you all enter the tunnel, go ahead and make me some spot hidden rolls, please.
The frontal assault is the best plan because the monster is not going to expect that, right? Like, it's used to people cowering. So if we just attack it directly, we can't lose.
That's right.
Yeah. Yeah, you see it.
Flawless logic. I pass.
I don't see shit.
You're cautiously moving forward, keeping your eyes peeled for the monster. And Tula?
What was my rolling again?
Spot hidden. Bases.
Spot hidden.
Yep.
My attention is really focused on my leg and what's going on with it.
Makes sense. So Attilas and Titus. You two notice on your way in that the walls to the entryway are scribbled with blood, sayings, graffiti, signs of the madness everywhere. Mostly what you see are things like Hastur with an exclamation point, or the last king, or Carcosa is now. All of these things just kind of scribbled all over in blood. The yellow sign also scrawled in blood in a couple places, I'm
going to chuckle and point at the last king and turn to Attilas and say, that's what they said about Julius as well.
I'll give him a high five for that.
The first known high five occurs.
Nice. Nice.
That's it right there. Yeah.
As you head in, you can there is a kind of a turn here. You can either head down into the sands of the arena, or you can turn and go into the stands.
I mean, they're not going to be in the stands, right? Like they're going to be in the center where
Yeah.
the blood gorger can gorge their blood on them.
Right. That's what I was thinking. Yeah. So I think we would just continue on.
Continuing onward. Very well. Upon reaching the sands at the base of the ramp of the arena, you are struck by just the sheer number of bodies. You knew that this was probably going to be a bloodbath when you saw what was happening in the streets, but it is far beyond anything you could have imagined. Maybe Attilas is the only one to have ever seen this kind of carnage on a battlefield. There are literally they're lying on benches in the aisles, trampled upon the flat staircases. The air is even thick with the stench of death, and many of the dead are wearing the yellow tunics and cloaks of the beguiles. More than a few seem to have even thrown themselves upon their own blade, while others appear to have turned on each other simultaneously. Down in the center of what is usually the gladiator arena is a stage, which seems untouched. The set appears to be furnished as a throne room, and numerous figures, all dressed in strange costume, lay dead.
Cool, they made it easy for us.
Don't have to kill anybody if they're all dead.
Yeah, they're all dead so far in here, right?
Yes, from what you can tell, they look even as though they were just dropped rag dolls with no signs of violence on stage whatsoever. If it were not for the looks of profound sorrow and terror frozen on their faces, you may even think they were just sleeping.
Oh, all right. Well, I guess I'm going to look for my child among this pile of bodies. Now, real quick, Attilas recognizes that this is kind of like one of those fruitless endeavors. He's going to ride around and like try to spot it, but he's not committed to this because in his head, if he gives up looking for them here, they're still alive.
Gotcha.
Right?
Yeah, that makes
but
sense.
he can't convince himself of that unless he checks. So
Unless
he's
he
going to go
checks.
look. Yeah, he's
You're
going to
kind of
look.
ride your horse through the bodies, and
Yeah.
I'm just imagining that like cinematic scene of the father just riding over to a pile and looking down. And is that
Yeah.
kind of what you're doing there?
Yeah, you know, you the camera kind of zooms out and you see this horse, there's one person on a horse just walking through this field of bodies just everywhere, piled up like trash in a junkyard.
And
Yeah.
I'm staying back with Servia and Tula likely.
Yeah, I'm not sure I'm going to enter the arena because I'm still trying to figure out what the hell is going on with my leg.
They're at the top of the road. They said we want the high ground for whatever's about to happen.
Yep.
I'm just
So-
being tactical. It's fine. Don't worry
Many
about it.
of the-
Somebody's
many of
gonna
the
die, it's not
lamps-
going to be me.
Oh, sorry. Many of the lamps around the arena are still lit, filling the vast openness with a dim light and deep shadows. Attilas, as you ride through these bodies, you see the obvious causes of death, various and multiple. From here, you can also occasionally glance up and see the shadows moving across the sky above you of that winged creature. Or are there more than one? It's hard to tell because they move so fast, in and out of the shadows of the night. High above, in the stands, you see what is clearly the senator's box. It is emblazoned with the symbol of Rome. It is the most ornate box in all the arena. draped with heavy curtains, and obviously this is the prefect's box where he would have sat. Twin bronze fireplaces burn brightly and kind of casting shadow around.
All right.
Is there any noise in the arena that we can detect? I guess the bait is we're kind of looking for like cries of the kids or something like that. But any sign of life in this area?
Not from here. Everything here is dead. You can make some listen roll if you'd like to kind of put your ear to the wind, if you will, and just
Sure. I'll
really
that
make it
specific.
an effort to listen to what's going on.
While he
I
does
think it's
that,
kind of the eerie silence that seems appropriate.
yeah, not to be that guy, but we have that eerie silence while we're looking at all these dead bodies that are stacked up, and it really feels like it should be a sand roll.
Oddly enough, you're pretty comfortable with this. After everything you've seen on your journey here, this is kind of expected.
Garbage piles of bodies.
It's
I'll
just
take it.
I got 26 on 35, by the way.
26 on
Sweet.
35. You hear what sounds like conversation, but you can't make out the words. It's just in the distance, kind of on the wind. You'll catch a word every now and then, and you hear the screeches of the creatures in the sky.
What direction are the speaking coming from?
From where you are, you can't tell exactly. It's kind of bouncing around inside the arena. Like I said, catching the breeze and coming from this corridor and then that side of the arena. So it's kind of hard to tell.
Okay. That's enough of me kind of dominating the situation. I'm just kind of on alert, watching for what the parents do.
Servia?
I'm definitely just hanging back because yeah, no, I don't really want to dig through bodies. And I mean, I'm just gonna my mind just be like, they're probably not here. That'd be too cruel, right? That'd be too cruel, right? Reasoning like that. I am also going to I'm gonna try and see if there's maybe a very obviously traveled corridor, like that maybe people could have left through. Like, do you get what I'm saying?
Yeah, I mean,
if
on
there's
both sides of this tunnel, where you are now, at kind of the base of the ramp, there are doorways each direction that lead into the stands. Obviously, you could probably go into the stands and then get to a staircase, come out, find your seats, kind of like a modern day stadium would be built, right? So you see those entry points into the stands.
Okay, yeah, I might go into the stands and just be like, I'm gonna go get a better vantage point.
Okay. How about Tula?
So I'm mounted side saddle on my horse, and I'm looking down at my leg, and I'm trying to figure out what is going on. And as I'm doing that, the horse is just making racetrack circles, left-handed racetrack circles, back and forth in the hallway, just to one entrance and then back to the other and back to the other. Always left-handed turns, back and forth, back and forth. And I'm still trying to figure out what is going on with my leg. And I guess at the same point in time, I'm going to keep my senses about me, listen for any cries or any sounds of alarm or anything like that. But in the meantime, my focus is still on my leg.
Sure, you can make a listen roll. I'll let you make a listen roll as well. Servia, are you mounted? I'm sorry, go ahead.
48 out of 65.
48 out of 65. Okay. You can hear light conversation on the wind as well. It almost sounds like someone dictating something rather than a full conversation. It's this wispy, raspy voice kind of carried on the wind, but you catch pieces of it that you can't make it out, but you catch pieces of someone talking.
As I am in my loops and as I come by Titus, I say, Titus, can you hear that? There's some whispers on the wind. I can't make out what it says.
I'm gonna kind of look with a little bit of like a faraway look on my face, and I'm gonna say, Tula, perhaps it's better if you don't focus on it too much.
Well, the only other thing I have left to focus on is my left leg does not seem to want to function. I cannot sit properly upon the saddle. I have to ride this way, which is fine, but it is not. This leg is troublesome. I don't know what is going on here.
Tula,
Perhaps it is possessed.
I told you should have left this place. The nerves will get to people, and I've seen it on the battlefield. I've seen better men and women than you crumple at these sort of sights and sounds. So it is not surprising that your body would rebel at such sights. The mind and the body are not separate things; they're connected, and we have been wrought by such things on this night.
Great. Just what I wanted to hear. Thanks.
I'm gonna look for with not a ton of sympathy, and I would say, Tula, I gave you the chance to leave. You are with us now, and this is our fate. We must look at it with the best smile we can muster.
And with that, Attila's is done looking at these bodies, and he comes back and he looks up at the prefect's box and says, Has anyone gone up there, Titus?
I'm shaking my head. I'm looking after the children.
Attilas is going to ride his horse to the box.
Well, as soon as you return, you notice that Servia is not with the group. You can hear the clip clop of horse hooves echoing down the hallway as Titus and Tula were having a conversation. Servia kind of strolled off into the stands, into the corridors on horseback. Servia, you have to duck a little bit as these arches that make up the support structure they're magnificent, beautiful marble columns and arches, but you have to kind of duck under them occasionally. Attilas, you notice that Servia is not around, and you hear the obvious clip clop of horse hooves on stone.
Then I'm going that way. If I'm hearing someone, and on real quick, Is it in the stands or is Servia in the arena, like inside the building proper? Just so
inside the hallways to the stands.
Okay.
So it's kind of like a modern day stadium with the hallways that go in. You find your
I got you. That's what I'm saying. Inside the actual structure.
Yes, inside the actual structure. Yes.
Okay. Yeah, no, actually, I'm not going that way because can I get to the prefect's box if I rode my horse through the stands?
You could get pretty close, you think. You don't know how wide you mean like gallop up into the stands and ride up?
Yeah, I'm assuming that it's just like steps. I mean, it's like
if you could get the horse,
seats.
if you could get the horse to do it, yes, you probably could. You would have to get the horse to make that jump. These aren't war horses that you're riding, by the way.
Okay. Yeah, that's fine. I got a 3 on a 40.
I would say that is a hard success. And or even extreme success is more like it. Yeah, you spur the horse and it makes this beautiful gallop. It may have once upon a time been a chariot horse, but now retired. And you feel like Dalius Earnhardius as you gallop into the stands. However, as you do, you hear behind you the screech of a monster, and you feel the weight of its talons hit you in the back as it tries to snatch you up. I will go ahead and we can make an opposed strength roll to see if you can break free from this grab before it snatches you off the horse.
All right, let's give it a shot. No, that's a fail. 63 on a 60.
55 on an 85. So it snatches you, grabs you up, carries you. Oof. Level with the prefect's box, which you would say is about 40 feet off of the sand, off of the arena floor.
Okay.
You catch a glimpse inside the prefect's box, just a momentary glimpse where you see a misshapen body laying kind of out. It looks almost boneless, laying in the prefect's chair as it's tilted back. You see a man with a tablet quickly scribbling, and a very slender woman holding a mask. About that time, the monster drops you from its talons above the floor of the arena, and you take 4 damage. Let's see. Hold on. Let me make sure this is right. Where's the drop thing? Yeah, I think it's 4.
Feels right. I think is it 1 after
1d6 for every 10 feet. So yeah, it's 4 damage as you hit the arena floor.
Okay.
Titus and Tula, you hear a thud on the arena floor. Serviet, you heard the screech of the monster, but you can't see what's happening.
And I'm assuming the horse began to do scared horse things.
Yeah, the horse is kind of freaking out in the stands, neighing and bucking wildly. As you look up, you're laying flat on your back, sword in hand. I'm sure you drew it as soon as combat, like you felt these talents.
I came in here with it drawn.
That's true. You did. You came in with it drawn. So sword still in hand. The only reason you're not more injured is you landed on a pile of dead bodies.
Okay. Well, I guess then I would want to get off the dead bodies and try to, move in the shadows or inside the structure as stealthily as I can. Can I get to the prefect's box from the inside the structure?
You would assume so. I mean, the prefect has to get there from inside. You've been to enough Coliseum events to know that yes, there are ways inside structures like this for prefects and senators to get their private boxes.
I didn't know how fancy this one was. Yeah, so I'm going to make my way into the structure, sword drawn, and I don't know what witch is controlling that beast with their magic, but I sure know how to stop it.
Tula and Titus, you see him coming in. Tula and Titus, what do you do here?
I mean, tell us what happened.
Oh yeah, go
ahead. You just appeared in the middle of the arena. What happened?
I was grabbed by some monster that some witch is controlling. It's fine. I have something for her.
Titus, I think it's best you go with Attilas. I will stay here.
And do what?
Protect our flank.
From the corpses? Very well.
I feel as if the corpses. Tula, if you wish to leave, you may. You can simply ask.
Leave? Why would I leave? There's no reason to leave. Person
There's
leg.
no reason to protect our flank. Come with us.
I cannot walk.
You're on a horse still, are you not?
Indeed. You want me to bring this horse through the hallways?
A horse in a hallway is a dangerous thing, which is what we want on our side right now.
Yeah, I'm done with this conversation. I'm walking away.
Yeah. I'm going into with them. But.
Right on. Servia, as you wind in through the hallways, the beauty of this arena kind of is in stark juxtaposition to the death and dismay on the arena floor. Every once in a while, you'll catch that sound again of voices on the wind or an echo. But you haven't seen anybody. Where are you headed?
I guess I'm just gonna keep heading. I guess I was gonna go into the stands, but now.
You're not sure what you, Servia, don't really know what happened out.
Yeah,
couldn't
yeah.
see.
I'm gonna say probably yeah. She goes into the stands. I go into the stands.
So you come to an opening, then an arched opening. You will have to dismount to get through there because the ceiling is so low. You can lead your horse out if you'd like, but yeah, you'll have to dismount the horse to go up the stairs. Just because of the ceiling height.
I'm gonna be stupid and leave my horse behind and go on alone.
Okay.
Because nothing is better than a speedy exit. So
I'm running down the stairs, jump on the horse. Yeah.
Yes, that is my plan.
Right on. You head out into the stands, and above now the arena floor, you get a bird's eye view of everything that has happened. The piles of bodies, the stage, it looks as though this would have been the perfect seat to have to watch this play. You can see everything clearly. High, about 2 stories up higher from you to your left, is the most ornate box in the arena. It has the seal of Rome on it, and you can see firelight flickering off of the heavy drape curtains in the back, shadows dancing, obvious fire there. And as you look out and around, you can see those shadowed creatures kind of darting in and out of the night sky. In the distance of the stands, you see a horse galloping about, trying to find its way out of the stands. The horse looks familiar as the one that Attilas was on.
I'm gonna try and get the fuck out of that horse's way. I'm by the entrance. That horse is gonna find the damn entrance, and I'm gonna get trampled. I'm not in the mood to get trampled.
So are you going into the stands or exiting the stands?
I'm gonna go in and
you're gonna go
probably,
in and up, kind of
yeah,
climbing up?
in and up to like try and get to this box and see who's in there.
Cool. As you get probably 10 feet up, another almost whole story up, you're about halfway to the prefect's box. You hear a screech behind you and feel a hard thud into your shoulders as these talons grab you. You can make opposed strength rolls. See if you can break its grasp.
Please. No! 77 on 60.
Oof. No, you kind of give yourself up to it as it as it grabs you and flies you up
You rolled so bad that you kind of like it. Actually, you're happy that it grabbed.
Yeah, you're kind of happy. This is a joyful flight that you're now experiencing. You now know what that 5-year-old boy you saw on your horseback ride here, why he was screaming. It was joy. It was pure happiness as you were.
I can see my house from here.
Okay. Could I feasibly have taken out my bow as I'm lifted, like taking it off my shoulder or whatever?
Probably not if it's slung on your shoulder because it grabs you at the top of the shoulders.
Okay.
So if it's slung over your shoulder, it would be inside its talons.
Okay.
If you want to try to grab an arrow out of your quiver and stab it like just a
Yes.
makeshift spear kind of weapon,
Yeah.
I'll allow that.
Boom. Yeah.
He says very graciously.
Yes,
Oh,
I'll give you
that.
that. Yeah, you're clever.
Please.
You're a smart woman. Go ahead and make your stab attack. Let's see.
God.
Knew I was going to have to get to this chapter tonight. I did my homework.
Where is it?
Wow, so glad, so proud.
I made tabs in the book.
What, 1d6?
No, I just can't find the tab that I need.
I gotta remember how damage
Aha.
works.
Here we go. All right. All right. So in this, you are attacking or fighting back, I guess, in this case. And we both roll. Actually, since I attacked, I can't dodge or fight back this turn. So, yep, you're fighting back. So
How do I do
you roll against my attack roll, which was a yeah. I think I'm doing this right. I hope I'm doing this right. Yep. You go ahead and roll against my roll, and then the success wins. So go ahead and roll your fight back, which would be your attack. So 2d10
Whatever.
plus whatever
Brawl.
bonuses you get from.
Okay, I gotta. Combat always confuses me.
Yeah, Call of Cthulhu combat can get a little bumpy, but
Okay.
Not bad once you like. I don't know. It's like most combat systems. Once you internalize it, it isn't bad, but it never feels good to say, "Oh yeah." Once you get it, it's fine.
yeah.
So 2d10. That'd be 53 then?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
Okay. So go ahead and that beats my attack. So you're fighting back. So go ahead and roll your damage.
8 damage, let's go!
8 damage. Wow. And that's reduced by the armor.
That's reduced by 8.
Yeah, it's reduced by 15. No, it's not that much.
You healed it.
Yeah. All right. Cool.
No. It actually likes that. Yes.
Let's do it again. You hear it hiss at you. Yes. No.
Yes. Hit me again.
All right. Cool. As you get to about 40 feet in the air, right above this box that you were trying to get to, you stab it. It jerks in pain and lets you go. And you fall.
So that's 4d6.
It's 1d6 for every 10 feet. So
Oof.
Oof.
Ouchie. My
Pillis got
bones.
really lucky that I rolled really crappy last time. That's 9 damage as you fall, landing on the railing of the the stands overlooking the arena.
It's fine by me. It could have been worse. Could have been worse.
It could have been worse. You are now kind of bounce off of the railing. How much damage overall was that to you? A percentage of your
it's like almost 2/3.
ouch.
Yeah. Can I feasibly do first aid on that?
Not right now.
Not right now. Yeah, you gotta wait a
Damn.
turn. You gotta wait.
You're dying on the fucking railing.
No, it's funny.
You're
Just
laying
pull
there
out a
over the
bandage.
railing, like, oh, let me get a band-aid real
Yeah,
quick.
let me
Yeah.
just put it on my arm.
As you all enter the hallway, you hear that screech and you hear a cracking, thudding noise outside. And up ahead, you see a horse tied kind of haphazardly to a railing. You recognize it as Servia's horse. It's pulling a little bit at the reins, trying to like pull itself away. It's obviously spooked by something.
I don't know, man. I'm like at this point where I'm like, I'm here to conserve life. And if Servia went out there after like knowing and like split away from us, I'm like, I don't know. I feel like I could have more, like the other parent is a safer bet right now. So I'm actually not gonna go out there and like stay with Attilas.
I'm going to let the horse go and then continue. Like I'll look out and I'll say a prayer to whoever's listening for Servia, but that witch is up in the box. I saw her.
Yeah.
I saw her with my eyes. My eyeballs saw
Do
that
you
witch.
tell everybody what you saw in the box, or
I told him I saw a witch.
are you still
Yeah,
told you
I
saw
believe
it?
him. He saw a witch.
I will describe the whole scene to them.
Yeah, sounds reasonable. This seems very witch-like.
Right?
Totally a witch.
Not a witch expert, but damn, like the signs are there.
Yeah, right. I mostly know about horses, but I really feel like I got an inkling. So yeah, no, I'm continuing up to look for the prefix box.
All right. You eventually you find your way to a staircase that has ropes in front of it, and the seal of Rome on the standards of the newel post and whatnot. So you find your way. You would assume this is the prefect's staircase to his box.
Do they have the banners with the sharp spear-headed things and the crossbar?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll grab one of them. We're gonna go ahead and rip the banner off of it.
Okay.
Oh wait, no,
rip the banner off
actually,
of the...
hold on. No, we're gonna leave the banner. The banner's caught fire. It's kind of, it's been burned. It's kind of wispy and in the wind.
Sure.
The red of the, because red team. And yeah, no, I'm gonna grab that and I'm going to carry that. I'll sheathe my sword and carry that as a spear essentially. So if this thing comes back, or if anybody tries to come out the door, I won't pin them.
Gotcha. Meanwhile, Servia, you have found your way off the railing, dropped to the arena floor. And in the shadows, you are hunkered down. If you want to go ahead and make a first aid roll.
Please be nice to me.
Or do you want to get to safety first? Which one do you want to do?
Where exactly am I?
So you're about if you think of the arena, right, as a big circle, and let's say you all came in at the bottom, you're at about 9 o'clock. If the entry point you came at was 6 o'clock, you're at about 9 o'clock. So you're about a quarter of the way around the arena.
Okay. Am I you said I'm close to the
If you
center,
look straight up,
or...
the prefect's box is straight above you. The stage is directly to your right, and the exit is kind of behind you to the right.
Okay. Yeah. I'm gonna do first aid and hope that I don't die. Woo! I passed 28 on 70.
Yay.
Yeah.
It is a funny situation because also like Servia's out there just like trying to live, and we're like, there's been two giant flying thing attacks out there. I don't know, man. I don't know if I want that smoke.
Right? Yeah, I think you're
Anyone that goes out there gets attacked. I don't know.
Shit out of luck.
kind of out there, right?
Which railing did I land on? I'm still like the am I closer to the box or the arena, like sand?
You're on the arena floor,
Okay.
so on the sand, but the box is 40 feet above you. And directly, if you were just able to climb straight to it, it would be 40-foot climb up the stairs, up the stands. All right, so you're stabilized. You have one temporary. Oh no, that's dying. Sorry, I'm reading wrong. Ooh, interesting.
Ooh, yes, rules. Ooh, delicious.
Yes, delicious, right? So you gained wow, just one. Oh, it
Yeah.
goes back. Interesting. Interesting.
Only reason I didn't attempt medicine is because I was more confident I could get first aid.
You got it. You got it then. Cool beans. So you're performing first aid on yourself, kind of tending to what appears to be probably a pretty severely, maybe even possibly broken forearm. It's severely injured. You might have broken your forearm on that stone railing as you landed. With that much damage, it's quite likely. And if you want to make your way around, are you doing so stealthily or speedily?
I'm gonna say, how quickly can I get back into the stands?
You'd have to climb up into the stands, or you can run back to the entry. It'll take you around to get back to the entry point where you kind of came in, and then.
I'm gonna try and climb.
Okay, but make me a climb roll.
Oh fuck.
That's right. You have to roll.
Yeah.
Oh god.
Suffer.
It's not that bad. Please be nice to me. God damn it. 51.
On
20.
20.
Base.
Fucking die. I break my leg.
You
The other
jump
one.
up and try to grab the railing, but it's just too high for you to grab. You hear the screech in the sky as you're jumping for the railing, and you look up to see those monsters darting in and out of the darkness. Maybe one, maybe two. You're not sure. They're moving very fast.
Yeah.
Back inside, as Servia's looking like lunch on a platter.
Made it for you.
Attilas, you grab this this flagpole and banner standard, carrying it proudly for the red chariot team up the stairs. At the top of the stairs are large wooden doors with the seal of Rome and huge columns supporting the stone above it. This looks like an important doorway.
I want to note that I'm assisting. Like I'm like right behind him.
Okay. Tula on the horse at the base of the stairs.
Yeah, I was going to follow Attilas and Titus. That was the plan. If I could get the horse through the doorway, and I couldn't, I wasn't sure whether or not that was something that was possible.
Because this is the prefect staircase, it's an unobstructed staircase. Not sure about the doors. You might have to duck to go through the doorway at the top of the stairs.
I'm going to hold back for now. I am just going to sit tight and wait and see what unfolds here, and see how I can be of assistance from, say, a distance.
one safe distance away.
But maybe with a doorway between me, kind of a thing.
Can we say that we like found a bow or arrow off of a guard maybe to equip Cthulhu with along the way as we've been walking through these things?
Make me a luck roll.
Sure. Let me check my luck. It's 45. Okay. Nope, that's a 52 on 45. Wah, wah.
Unfortunately, the only weapons you found were of unusable condition.
Womp womp. Okay. Noted.
Attilas and Titus, as you climb the staircase, you notice there's the seal of Rome that looks like it's been repainted. The paint looks wet and almost pulsing, actually, as you get closer to it. And it's in a golden color, similar to other gold paint you've seen used around the city. And a single red rose hangs above the seal, secured to the door.
Oh.
Secured to the door, how?
You're not sure. It's just kind of stuck on the door. And as you're getting closer, that glowing, pulsing paint seems to shift from the seal of Rome to a different symbol. The yellow sign, the symbol of the king.
Oh yeah, that was to be expected with the floating flower.
Yeah, I think we're so like focused on what we're doing. Like even if there's symbology, like we're going into that
right
room like SEAL Team 6 style. Like, oh, that's a really spooky sign. Kicks down door.
Kicks in door. Yeah. Yeah.
Hey, it's real convenient because that flower marks right about where I'm about to kick.
Yeah, it's a good aiming point, isn't it?
Cool. It's just above where I want to be.
Yep. As you rear back, we'll jump back outside and check on Servia in the sands.
Can I see like them getting close to the box?
No, they're inside. You can't see where they are. You don't really know where they are.
Okay. Yeah, that tracks. So they didn't go out into the stands?
Nope, they're still in the hallways.
Bird attacks kept happening. Why were we going out in the stand?
Oh. To my knowledge, I'm the only one who got attacked. And no one saw.
Fair.
So
yeah.
You know what? Fair.
I'm gonna try and get back inside.
All right.
Sure.
Speedily or stealthily?
I'm gonna try to be stealthy. They're getting a little too loud for my liking.
Okay. Do you have any stealth?
Do I? No.
You can roll it at base.
It's 10%.
It's 10%. Yeah, but you can roll it at base.
Or you could run real fast. Oh, wait.
We're running real fast. No, I'm running.
You're doing the like wacky waving inflatable arm man run?
Yes. Like a Muppet.
Yeah. Muppet run. The terrified Muppet run.
Classic.
Awesome.
Muppet run. It sounds like an amusement park ride.
It does, doesn't it? Go ahead and make me a let's do a dex roll on this one to see if you're injured. Let's give you a dex 5 roll on this.
Okay, but hear me out. Logan's run, but cast with Muppets.
I mean,
I'll
the fact that
see your Logan's run and raise you a cannonball run with Muppets.
All these movies would be made better with the Muppets.
Yes.
And
That's my
I'll raise your cannonball run with a running man with
Yes.
Muppets.
Yes, that is exactly where I was going.
all excellent.
Be running Muppets.
I've lost
Starring
control because you guys
Gonzo.
brought the Muppets in.
Sorry.
That's okay.
Phenomenal.
Servia, what'd you get on your dex roll?
Sorry, I just realized I've been rolling 2d100s this whole time using my app. I'm so pissed. Anyways, I got 34. I don't have any special decks, so
It's
Okay.
listed at the top of your character sheet.
Yeah, what's your dex at the top?
Oh, it is. Oh, I'm dumb. 34 on 60.
Cool.
There you go.
Yeah,
Yay!
you're able. It's painful. It is painful, but you're able to kind of get a pretty good sprint over that way. You hear a screech, but you duck into the shadows just in the nick of time inside the hallway to not get grabbed back up. You feel the wind of the creature as it kind of swoops down and then takes back off.
Hey. All right, and then I'm just gonna make a run.
Back to where
Back.
your horse was.
Yeah, back to where my horse was.
You get about halfway back there and you see your horse walking towards you.
Bruh. Yep. Okay, I'm getting on him and going that same direction.
Okay.
Because worst come to worst, I just loop around and don't find anyone.
That logic could check out. Yeah. Tula, make a listen roll for me.
Listen roll coming up. 91. All I'm hearing is my horse is clomping, and I'm really focused on that.
It's
And yourself
very
screaming.
nervous. Your horse is nervously clumping around and clopping on the stone, and it's just echoing in the base of this staircase. So much so that it almost sounds like there's multiple horses charging down the hallway towards you. You look up, kind of startled by this, and you do see a horse charging right towards you in a full gallop. A woman upon its back riding the horse. Oh, wait, it's just Servia. Attilas and Titus, you're at the top of the staircase, the door, foot rears back. Go ahead and make that. Is this a combined kick or is just one of you doing it?
I think there's two doors. There are two of us. It would definitely be more cinematic.
Double doors. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Cool.
So
Then go ahead and roll your strengths there to kick open a door in Great Munchkin style.
24.
You're muted, Titus.
Yeah, I want to roll with. I want to assist so that way he has advantage or whatever. However that
Bonus die.
Bonus die.
So he still succeeds easily.
Oh, good.
Yeah. Kicking open the doors. The room within is the doors swing outward, and it is apparently the main senatorial suite that you are now in. It's decorated in what were images of seals of Rome, of past emperors. Now all of the artwork here glows in that strange yellow color, and everything looks melted. Paintings and artwork of previous emperors seem melted, distorted, out of shape, twisted even. You can now hear, coming from the other side, sounds like a conversation. Surely it is.
I think we're both rushing towards whatever noise is here.
Oh yeah. I mean, literally first person that I can see standing who doesn't look like they're in absolute terror, meaning they should be calling for help. Yeah, they catch anything.
They're
Yeah.
not
you don't
crying
see
for help, they're a witch.
Exactly. I brought a spear.
You don't see anybody in here. You can hear it. It's coming from the distance, maybe the other side around the corner. And as you start across this, out of the shadows leaps one creature from each side of the room, leaping towards you, each one of you.
I hit that bitch.
You're gonna fight back.
Mad as hell. Hit him
They
big
look
as hell.
sword shaped.
So you're gonna fight back. Titus,
They look sword shaped. I'm gonna whack them.
whack them. Okay, so you're both fighting back. Cool. Right on. So Titus, I rolled a straight up 50 on my attack roll for you, and Attilas a 35.
I got a 59 on 75 for my Gladius. So
I got a 46 on 50.
Ouch. So 35. Where is his? Where's this monster's attack? I lost it. That's really strange.
like shopping. If you don't find it, if it doesn't look up right away, that means we get it for free. It does 0 damage.
Right? It gives me its
Dude.
dodge, but it doesn't give me its attack.
It's not listed by the skill.
No, it's weird.
So it doesn't say next to brawl, next to its brawl or whatever its attack skill is.
Let me look in a different place. There is one other place this monster is listed. So let me look there.
Okay.
That might have been just like a quick reference. We'll fix this in post. It's okay.
Well, it looks so good.
It's gonna look great.
You can use my stats if you'd like.
I approve. You know what? I think that's fair.
Think that's fair? Okay. No.
But I can't believe you weren't prepared.
I was, but this thing doesn't have the stats, man. It's got this is weird. Like, here we go. Is this it? No, that's all the NPCs. Like, where is this thing? It's just a bite and hold, but it's if the bite strikes home, but it doesn't tell me what it's.
Just set it to 50% and move on. It would be my guess.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, okay. So that'd be a 35 on 50 for me.
I was 46 on 50. So
And I got a 59 on 75.
So I got a
So-
50 on 50 for you.
So everybody hits.
Well,
that's what it sounds like. Everybody get hit.
yeah, ties go to, if you're fighting back, ties go to the defender, right? Am I right on that? Hey,
Nathan.
rules person in the background.
The tie it goes to the attacker. If it's dodge, it goes to the defender.
Oh, you know what? I think you're right.
Yeah, dodge goes to the defender, fighting back goes to the attacker. There we go.
Yep, that's it. That's what it is. So
Also,
50 on
again,
50 would be that would be
a crit.
Titus. What's that?
That would be a crit.
Yeah. So now back to this guy's damage. All right, now that we got that rule sort out, thanks for being patient.
Everybody
with me.
get hit. Everybody getting hit.
Everybody getting hit. Yep. So this is going to be a 1d6. Oh, that is a d2. That is not a d6.
Okay, I gotta roll my damage then.
1d6 plus 1, 2, 3, d10.
What? Okay, this is so weird. Okay, 1d6 plus 1d4 plus 1. Okay.
Wouldn't that just be a D10 plus one? Like, I know
Mathematically.
mathematically no, but let's see. It's going to be for Titus. That's 3 physical damage and 11 blood drain.
Oh, he's just dead then.
When you say 11 blood drain, is that 11 pints?
I'm pretty sure that kills almost every
No,
single
it's
character ever made.
it's strength. It takes from your
It
strength.
subtracts from strength. Okay.
So it's
Yeah,
3
yeah.
D10 strength loss. And then Attilas is 3 physical damage and 9 blood drain loss.
Okay.
Oof. Okay.
Oof. Yeah. Oof.
I'm going to I hit and I dealt 8 damage.
Ooh. Ouch.
Right,
Right, because everyone hits, yeah.
Yeah. I hit and I dealt 11 damage.
Ouch. The one that you stab with this banner spear, that's makeshift spear that you've made, shrieks a high-pitched squeal and takes off into flight, bleeding heavily as it flies away. Titus, the one that hits that you hit, tries to pin you to the ground as it's kind of into you, and you fight back and tries to pin you to the ground. So go ahead and make a strength roll for me.
Sure. A little worse for wear. Got a 35, which is promising.
Oh, yep. I got 51 on 85. So
that means, oh God, what the fuck is this?
yours was a 35 on what?
On 75 minus 9. So it's a lesser degree of success. So I think that pie goes to the attacker.
Yep. Okay.
The net.
And math. Yep. All right. It kind of holds you there, and you are unable to free yourself. Tula and Servia, you hear a great screech, a clatter, the sounds of battle coming from the top of the stairs. Do you wish to participate or hold back?
I'm probably going to, but Tula, do you have like a weapon on you?
No.
I pull out the knife from like where I had it tucked away, and I'm just stay safe.
I gladly accept the knife. And still being stuck on horseback, I'm clomping around and trying to figure out. Well, I'm going to stay safe right here. This stupid leg is something's not right, and I'm not going to go charging off with one leg into a stadium. I'm not going to do anybody any good. So I'm just going to hang back and use the listen action to listen for the sounds.
All right. Yeah, there's no need to really put an ear to the wind, if you will. It's clearly there's some kind of battle going on at the top of the stairs. Servia, are you going to charge forward?
Maybe not charge, but definitely walk up the stairs. Maybe not entirely stealthily, just slow enough to where I can gauge the battle before I could feasibly be like heard or seen.
Okay. Yeah, stealth isn't really going to be an issue, like over the sounds of the battle up the top of the stairs. So as you approach, you see that Titus, you can see him pinned on the ground by this great winged creature. Attila's blood dripping off of this half-burnt banner spear thing that he has, now even more crimson red than before. And it will be on Attilas's action as the Baki has Titus pinned to the ground.
Yeah, drawing my sword, because closer combat.
Yeah.
And I'm going to leap onto this thing and just drive my sword like into its fucking head. Like, we real mad now. We real mad.
Yeah, gotcha.
big bad.
Sure.
20 on a 50, so that's a hard success.
Hard success. Oof. This thing is content on draining Titus dry.
That's good. It's going to take 7 damage because
Oof.
it's not fighting back or dodging.
It's not fighting.
That's what I
or
heard.
dodging.
I heard it's just going to take it.
It's going to take it. Yep, because it believes it can.
Maybe it didn't realize that I was the one that won my fight.
Yeah, you think these creatures aren't all that intelligent.
Real bloodthirsty though.
Real bloodthirsty. This one too, when you plunge your sword into it, searing into its flesh and fur, bits of that black fur just kind of disintegrate off of it. Its wings fly out, and in a great thrust, Servia, you see this thrust off, tearing its talons loose from Titus, causing another 2 points of damage, Titus, as its talons are just ripped out of you, and as it takes off, almost like it was trying to hold on to you, but didn't have the strength to do so.
Is there any? Sorry, 5e brain rot. Is there any like attacks of opportunity for like you're trying to fucking flee on your turn? I don't want this thing like out and about. That seems bad. I'm not like an expert on Byakis, but
that's a great question. Let me look at the combat rules. That would probably be
when it make its action either like a dot. Well, I mean, okay,
because we're engaged in melee. That's what I'm not certain.
Yeah,
yeah. It
would
make
it be
its
like a
action,
dodge action,
a dodge of your attack. So
to get away?
Yeah, we'll say that. That seems logical to me. My rules person will tell me otherwise later, I'm sure.
Maybe all
So
good.
do I make an attack roll or?
Yeah, you go ahead. You can go ahead and make your attack roll, and I'll roll its dodge.
Sick.
See how this goes.
Well, I'm good on Gladius. No, I got a 79. I'm gonna spend 4 luck though to make that a 75 on 75.
All right, and I rolled a 41 on 33 for dodge. So
Hell yeah.
your
Okay, so I do
attack
hit it.
lands. Yeah,
Okay, I'm gonna mark my luck usage real quick.
cool.
And then I have to roll my damage.
Yeah.
Yeah. And that's gonna be 7 total damage.
All right. Describe, if you will, how you slay this monster as it's trying to take you with it.
We get heroic moments for once in Call of Cthulhu. This is a bad sign.
You only get one.
Yeah, I only get one. I don't know, man. This isn't like a big heroic show. So it's like a desperate fight as it like claws out its like legs out of me. Because it was like being a little greedy, I like lop off its legs as it tries to fly away. It just kind of like, spurts its blackened blood all over the place and it kind of tumbles. And then I kind of like scramble for it, like very unheroically in that sort of desperate action. I like crawl over to it quickly with the sword and just kind of like plunge it in.
Very cool. Love it. Love it. Love it. Yes, as this monster now lays lifeless in the senatorial box. And silence falls. Servia, you see this unfold as this happens. Right as you get to the top of the stairs, Titus, covered in this creature's black, gooey what would normally look like blood, but you're not sure what it is. Attila's standing over the dead monster with his sword drawn in one hand, the spear kind of hanging in the other. Tula, the sounds at the top of the stairs stop. The battle sounds as if it's ended. There's a great thud and a wheezing screech as this thing coughs its last breath.
There's another room, right?
Yes, it's just on the other side of the senatorial box. A single oak door with the seal of, well, now the seal of the king, the last king, stands
I
awaiting.
have a thing I want to do, but I want to give people another window to like react or do things.
Cool. Servia and Tula, let's see. What are y'all doing?
So I'd like to make it to where I reach the top of the stairs as the creature like falls to the ground, and I'm just like, oh, okay. I'm just very, at this point, just eyes glazed over. Nothing phases. It's just okay. Where are we going? Are we gonna go ahead and go through and try and fight whoever's in there?
If I were more crazy, I would probably wipe my sword's blood on my face, but I have not lost nearly enough sanity to do that. And so instead, I'm going to attempt to make like a kind of a tactical plan here. And I'm going to tell Titus, be like, this is what we know what I saw, right? We know what to expect. And it is going to be on site soon as you can get one. There is no discussion that is necessary. If these things flying around and they killing everybody, and these people ain't getting killed, they're gonna get got tonight.
I'm going to nod in agreement, pick up the corpse that I've created and like use it as like a jerry-rigged shield, and then like nod for the door to be open.
Hollows out the head and makes a helmet.
I'm just gonna whip up a helmet here real quick, y'all. Hang on.
Hey, y'all hold on a second.
I'm just like grabbing it by like loose skin or whatever, and I'm basically just like holding it in front of me to like block sight lines and to like maybe take something. If I don't know, this fucking magic. They could chuck a fireball at me. I don't know. I'm just improv.
Hey, right? I'm with you. Hey, I'm going to open the door and let you go first. So it's all good.
No, I'm all pumped up, man. I don't think he would do this if he was calmer, but he just like killed that thing. He's like, go time.
You get the blood rage. No, I got you.
Yeah. I learned this in Germania.
Right. You pick it up, you give me the nod, I open the door, and like Titus just charges in, and I'm right behind him with the sword.
Yeah. I'm like specifically like very much restricting my field of vision. I'm not trying to take in the whole scene when I go bursting in. Like I have to scan to like see what's going on, but I'm not like trying to take everything in. I'm just trying to identify a warm body for where the sword goes.
Okay. As that plan is being made, Tula, you're down on the horse. Your leg begins to tingle and it feels like you kind of wiggle your toes a little bit and try to you can move your ankle and hey, it looks like you can actually bend your knee now and it feels like you can move your leg once again. The strangest thing, for the last half hour your leg just wasn't there and now it's fine.
With that, I'll carefully slide down off of my mount. I believe Servia's mount is also in this hallway
Mhm.
that I'm in. I'm going to make sure that both of them are tied up securely to something solid, with a proper knot and all the rest of that kind of fun stuff. And proceed to listen more, because so far I've seen a couple of people go through that door, but nobody's come back.
Yeah. Yeah. You can hear talking at the top of the stairs. It sounds like Attilas and Titus talking. I wouldn't say in hushed tones, but they're not being grandiose loud either.
Yeah, I'm just gonna sit pat for now, knowing which way everybody went. I'm just gonna, keep an eye on the hallway and see how things are going.
Okay. And with a nod of the head, Servia, are you going to follow behind these two as they charge forth into the room?
I'm gonna keep a healthy distance, but I am gonna pull my bow off my shoulder and dock an arrow.
Okay, knocking an arrow, setting in case you need to take care of something. With a nod of the head, Titus and Attilas move forward into the room. Entering into this richly appointed and dimly lit room, you can see four figures as you kind of glance around to identify targets. A short, heavy-set man and a tall, beautiful woman kneel on the floor. They're richly dressed in robes of white, embroidered with the yellow sign. Pale masks lie beside them on the carpet. A third man, seated at a desk beside a large padded settee, busily scratching notes into a pile of wax tablets. His hands move quickly, making notes, is scratching out corrections. He often glances toward the couch for further guidance. All three appear to be in some sort of rapture. Draped over the couch is the dead body of the prefect Octavius. It oozes and flows over the couch, one foot spilling onto the carpet, the other just dangling. It looks like an octopus hauled onto the deck of a boat, but in quite the unnatural manner. Slowly, the eyes, set into drooping sockets, begin to turn towards you. Its tongue twitches slightly, and you hear a wheeze from the thing lying upon the padded couch, and you realize it is alive.
For now.
It draws a breath and speaks a groaning, deep voice.
I hate to
we are
interrupt your monologue.
interrupted.
Oh yeah.
Welcome to my court.
I immediately shoot an arrow at him. I am not.
Yeah, I didn't want to interrupt your monologue, but I don't think he has the time to lazily open his mouth and croak and say, "Welcome to my court." Because I'm
As he's saying that, you're going to run in and stab him.
Yeah, that's the nearest thing that is stabbable. I just run in and approach it and apply sword to affected area.
And those two that are already done us the favor of positioning themselves to be executed, well, I'm just gonna go with, it was their idea. I'm gonna go with it though.
Yeah. Do me one quick favor, however, before you plunge your swords deep into these bodies. Go ahead and make me a sanity check for this boneless one that you do happen to gaze upon for a moment. 26?
Totally.
You totally expected this. You knew it.
Yeah, I know what I'm getting myself.
Yep, you're good? Okay. It's just 1d6 for pass. So
1d6.
Oh yeah.
Pass.
Yeah. Just
That's
1d6
terrible.
for pass. So be glad you didn't fail.
Bad.
Servia, you're out in the senatorial room, so you don't get the full scene, but you hear the wheezing and coughing.
Gross.
Yeah.
That's a fifth of my sanity now, by the way.
Oh, goody.
I'm 2 away.
I don't think that's a temporary insanity. I can't recall. That's the condition.
These are permanent.
No, it's an
Call of
indefinite
Cthulhu.
indefinite
Yeah, Call of
insanity.
Cthulhu is permanent insanity.
No, yeah, I'm talking about there's temp insanity too if you take enough in one go.
Oh yeah,
that's
yeah.
5 in one
That's
roll.
5.
You get a temporary insanity.
Okay, I got 5, so hit me
So
with it,
that's a
boss.
temporary insanity. And okay, so wow, you're double dipping tonight. Nice. Yeah, so you get a
Hell
temporary
yeah, man.
insanity and an indefinite insanity.
It's not. I'm not so indefinite right now, so I'm not worried about it.
Right.
These
Cool.
assets aren't liquid,
Do me a favor, make me an intelligence roll then, please.
Sure. Very not happily. That's a fail.
That's a fail. All right.
Wait, don't I want to fail now for this?
Yes, you want to fail for this
Oh,
because you are completely aware of just how messed up this whole situation is, just how insane it really is. You're quite lucky in being able to trick your mind into that.
another thing I picked up in Germania.
Yeah, you're okay with this, even though it's really messed up.
With my sword by my side, I can get through all tribulations.
Oh, good. Yeah, we'll do that one. Do you want to roll, or you want me to roll 1d100?
Roll a d100. That's fine. It's better if you do. That way I can blame you.
Okay,
So.
I'm fine with that. But remember, I gave you the choice. 58.
Do we ever have any real choices, man?
Okay. Oh wait, no, that's the wrong table. Sorry. Okay. You gain a phobia. It doesn't apply in this moment, so I'll send it to you real quick.
Cool. Perfect. I'm flawless. I come into this broken, but I come out enough swinging. I'm still swinging.
Yep.
Man, 1d6 even for a pass. Did anyone fail? How fucked up did they get?
1d10.
No.
All right. Now that is resolved, let's go in Dex order, which I think is Attilas, then Titus. No, is your Dex lower?
My Dex is 50.
My dex is 65.
My dex is 60. How do you have such a low dexterity?
I ride horses. They are dexterous.
Dexterous. That's what that means. You should be dexterous.
No, my horses are dexterous.
He doesn't have to be. Therefore,
I am strong. I punch like a short sword. Okay.
What'd you say your Dex was for Attilas?
50.
50. I thought you said 60, and I was like,
no.
That's not that bad. That's why I was sitting here kind of scratching my head, going,
no, mine is 60.
Yeah. So I go third.
And GM, you pick my target because I don't know the exact layout of this room, but like literally, whatever is closest is what gets attacked.
The first person he comes across.
Yeah, yeah, man. They all need it, and so whoever's closest saves me time.
He just throws the body onto them to pin them in place, and then just starts.
That's what I could do. I could just book it. Not a bad idea, man.
He like leather faces it. Just throws it on there. He's
look what I did to your children.
and Servia, you're 60, you said, or 65?
60.
Thought so. I knew I had all the numbers right. I just had to put names to them. Okay, cool. So first to go is the blobby.
That blobby thing's got dexterity. You got no hacks. Hacks. I'm calling
Nope.
hacks.
I'll share you the character sheet later. It has a dex.
No, I believe you. It's just funny that if you're like an octopus like blob, you're like, but he's really dexterous.
Yeah. He stares at you. And again, I need both of you to make me a sanity check as he stares his wandering gaze upon you.
All three of us.
Yeah, Serby, if you're going to be moving into attack range, go ahead and make a sanity roll as well. The doors are now fully open.
No. My range is really, really large with this bow. I could have hit the prefect box from where I was standing in the arena. That's my range.
Oh, right on.
Yeah. So
okay.
So I'm staying.
It's
You're
all right.
staying
It's
out.
all right.
Okay.
Yeah, you stay back.
I saw the way y'all fucking stared at him and went, oh. You know, maybe I don't want to approach the wheezing corpse.
All right, you made it. Titus?
Oh, I failed.
You failed? Okay.
Rough time for Titus.
1d20, please.
Oh boy. Okay.
I like how
Attilas,
I like how
1d6 for Attilas.
Titus is like in full tilt.
I got 12, so that's another temporary insanity.
Oh, dear Lord.
All right, so I broke.
That's relatively average, though. You know, it's plus or minus 10. So
okay. So I broke my breaking point. I hit that, and I get a temporary insanity because I lost 5.
Oh, jeez. Okay.
Because it's a gray on white, but it's 5.
All right. So both of you need to make me an intelligence roll.
Oh shit. I'm passing this. I guarantee you I'm about to pass this. 78. It's a pass. It's a fucking pass.
What's my int? I got a 66. What's my int? Holy shit. Oh, 45. Oh, good job.
I would say like 30.
I'm so fucking
like 30. You can barely
45.
read.
45.
All right.
I'm still tilting.
Attilas, you made yours. You said?
I made mine, but I got a temporary insanity and I got a permanent insanity. And that was for passing.
Yeah.
So glad that I have the range of a god.
Yeah, you're not in the splash zone for now.
I have a 60-yard range with this bow. I don't know how, but I do.
So that's pretty normal for a bow. 60 feet.
No,
yeah,
60
that's
yards.
about right.
60 yards. 60 yards is fine. That's fully reasonable. Yeah.
It's 180 feet.
So
okay. And Titus.
We're here to make you do paperwork, essentially.
That's fine. It's okay. That's what I signed up for. Wow. Attilas, for a moment, this absent-mindedness washes over you. You are not sure where you are, how you got here, what you're doing, or even who you are. As a wave of amnesia strikes you, you don't even know where you have been for the last couple of days. Where are you now? This is quite the weird scene, and you have a bloody sword in your hand, and there appear to be dead bodies around. Did you do this? Is this of your blade? You don't know. Titus.
Oh, that's interesting. Gotta Google my phobia.
Oh, yeah. Nice.
What's that? Okay. Yeah, that's not gonna be applicable right now, so. Yeah, Titus. I mean, Okay, the blobby guy looked at me weird, and so I was gonna attack whatever's nearest. I mean, but he stared at me weird, and so I'm gonna divert myself, and I'm gonna chuck the body at whoever's closest, at the other ones to like disrupt them, and then go stabby McStabby on the blob.
Oh, hold on. We have to resolve your bout of madness for your temporary insanity real quick.
Oh, I failed my int save.
Oh, you failed your int. I thought you made your int save.
No, I'm dumb as rocks, man. I got a 45 in int.
Barely
I am
literate.
a himbo. We've already covered this.
Yeah, barely literate. Despite being a member of the literate class.
I am.
All right.
I only barely made it.
So, since you failed your int save, you see this person on the
I got a
couch,
rationalization.
and suddenly you have this memory of a time, and you believe this is indeed Senator Olvo, who you serve. He is your senator to protect, laying here on this couch. He's one of the most significant people in your life. In fact, you would lay down your life for his. However, you remember that it can't be him, for his throat was cut just 6 weeks ago, and the thwarted kidnapping of a rich and influential senator that you were on 6 weeks ago. What? This can't be him. He's dead, but here he is laying before you.
The smoke starts to emit from my dumbass head, and I look upon it. Am I free to do what I want, or am I still under a compulsion?
You're not under any compulsion. However, this bout of will last for several rounds of seeing this creature as your senator.
Does that mean that I'm compelled to I'm not able to attack him?
He is a significant person in your life that you would be sworn to protect. So it would, okay. You would not necessarily want to attack him. Yes.
Okay. So the temporary insanity still goes off even though I failed my int save, or is that the effect of the spell or whatever?
So did I get that backwards?
I passed mine and I got amnesia. He failed his.
Well, this was the other, because you hit a breaking point as well, right?
I hit that and a temporary insanity, and I thought that you gave me the amnesia as the temporary, right?
Yes.
So his temporary insanity, I passed my int roll. I knew I was going to. He failed his. We knew he was going to.
Yeah. Am I
That's yeah.
Should
Yes.
basically.
Oh yeah. Titus is
fine.
fine.
He's too stupid to know that he's
yeah, basically. But yeah, okay.
He's basically
my bad.
too dumb to realize the danger he is in.
Yeah, my bad. I got that backwards. Because there was a lot of sanity loss right there. So
oh yeah.
I'm not blaming
hard to track. It was hard to track.
Sorry, guys.
I didn't even keep up with it, and I was confused.
I'm just making certain that I get to stab this guy or not. That's what I care about.
Yeah, you could I would say he is on the other side, the far side of the room from you. The other two that are kneeling on the ground, they're kind of side to you, facing him. The tall, beautiful woman and the short, fat man.
That's how I saw it.
1 second here. Just looking.
My apologies.
I don't know. This guy keeps. I think I would be. I guess. Are you telling me that I can't make it there in my turn and attack it?
You'd have to go over, around, or through. You could, but you'd have to go over, around, or through these other two people to get there.
Okay.
They're kind of in your path.
In. Yeah, we come in. They're right there, and then he's on the far side of the room. So you have to pass them to reach him at the very least.
Okay. I'm going to just try to bowl them over with the corpse that I have in my hands and just like bull rush past them towards the scary guy.
Okay.
I assume that that's a whole action. I can't remember how the whole action economy works in Call of Cthulhu.
Fast
or can
and
I
loose,
try to pull
baby.
past
Fast
them
and loose.
and attack this guy?
Moving and attacking, I believe. Well, if you have to make a physical action to get past them, like bowling them over with the head, that's going to be kind of, I think, your action to get across the room.
Okay,
That seems fair.
so if that's the case, I might as well. I don't know. I'm gonna die either way. That's the hard part here. Yeah, I'm just gonna bull past them. We're gonna bull past them. They haven't done anything threatening to me yet. I'm just gonna bull past them. This other guy's gonna fuck me up. He's making me mad. I'm gonna attack him. Yeah, that's what I'm doing. I'm committing to that. That's my plan.
Okay, you just kind of run past them and charging full on to him.
Yep.
Okay, so that would be a maneuver.
Okay.
And since there's no attack to you, you maneuver smooth and make it there. So cool. I found the flow chart I was looking for. So
Excellent.
Yeah, you kind of boil past these two, and they aren't even phased. They're in some kind of hypnotic trance, maybe. They're just kind of staring at this creature. Blob.
Okay. So if they're not resisting at all, does it take up my action to get past them since they're not
Nope.
like
You can
stopping
go ahead and
me at
make your attack.
all? Okay. Okay, yes, excellent. Let's see here. I got a 25 on 75, so that's at least a hard success.
Okay.
And it already acted, so it can't fight back or dodge, correct?
Correct. He has no dodge or
He has
kind
no
of-
bones, dog.
Yeah, he's just a blob.
Dodge this, you squamous fuck. No,
He is a pile of skin.
So go ahead and roll your damage on that.
sick. Okay, so exciting.
He's the first Beanie Baby.
um,
All right, let's see here. 10 damage.
and what weapon are you using?
Gladius. So piercing damage, I guess.
Right.
Physical. If he has magical resistance, we're super boned, so
All right. Cool.
this is where he
You
tells us
plunge your
okay,
blade
well,
deep
actually,
into
when
him. And
what's that?
I said you plunge your blade deep into his flesh. It squishes and blobs around. Yeah. Blobs around your blade. That's the one at the whack that's kind of scribbling the wax. He jumps up, says, "No, my king, you can't, no." Obviously in distress at the actions that you have taken against his king. You'll ruin it. You'll ruin the play forever. You can't, no. He's not attacking, but he is visibly and vocally in distress.
Okay. I mean, he can be upsetty spaghetti over there. That's fine.
Yeah, serve you.
Awesome. I'm gonna shoot the guy that just stood up. Basically on reflex.
No,
Okay.
you can't ruin it.
Arrow
Oh,
to
shit.
the
Yeah.
You
No.
used to be an amazing playwright until you took an arrow to the face.
I'm
All
gonna
right, roll your
aim-
attack.
I'm gonna aim for like a non-lethal spot, like maybe the chest.
No,
That's-
no.
Like maybe the chest.
like I mean like shoulder kind of because he stood up and like from the side, so like aim for the shoulder and
I
arms
mean,
and
you're You're indoors with a bow and
Anyways, that's 13 on 25.
All right. 13 on 25. That's gonna hit. Go ahead and roll your damage.
Yeah.
He is fully
5.
trying to persuade you all not to kill his king, his leader, his master.
And he takes 5 damage.
It's
5
going to be a
damage.
hard no from me, dog.
No thanks, man.
All right.
My dad taught me to say no to cults.
All right. Attilas.
I'm not entirely sure what's going on, where I am, or what's happening, or who any of these people are. I'm holding a sword. It is covered in blood. And there are 2 people here with weapons who are using them. Are there any more weapons in this room?
No, it doesn't appear there are.
Can I see the carnage that is outside in the arena floor from where I'm standing?
Yeah, if you look out, you can see you're in
All
an
right.
arena, you're in a senator's box, you see the carnage.
That's going to be a sand roll real quick. Let me go
Yep.
ahead and make that. I
Yep.
passed 53. It was a
Okay,
53
cool.
because I didn't remember it before. That was
That's
good.
right.
So if
I'll-
I remember correctly, it was a D6, right?
Yes. What were you saying about your sanity earlier?
Hey, here we go.
Here
This
we
is
go.
why it's useful. I saved
I
it
haven't
all
forgotten
up.
about Tula. Don't worry.
I saved it all up. Okay, with my amnesia covered in blood, sword in hand, 2 people are very clearly killing a lot of people in this room.
Yes.
And Attilas is nothing if he is not a team player. Okay. he clearly was halfway through this. I was on board and I trust past me to make decisions for future me. So literally, the person closest to me is going to be my new sheath.
All right. It'll be the tall, beautiful woman on her knees.
Oh, hate it for it's a 43 on a 50.
All right.
She's just going to take it.
Yeah, she's in a trance.
All right. 5 damage, so not the craziest,
Okay.
I guess. I don't catch any major organs. Just,
Nah, it's a
fuck her up pretty good, but she's not dying.
ooh.
Just bleeding a lot.
Yeah, she's bleeding, but she is unfazed, still in the trance. Cool. This will be it's my turn again. The large fat man jumps to his feet as you slice the tall, beautiful woman, draws a knife from his belt and comes at you, Attilas, because he's right next to the woman.
I'll fight back.
All right. $41 on a 55.
Accidentally closed my app. Hold on.
Oops.
Oh, I didn't tell it which dice.
You already acted.
82.
Oh,
I
that's
missed.
true. You did. Yeah, you already took an action this round.
This is the top of the next round.
No, this is the
Oh, it's not. It's the bottom.
it's the bottom. It's the
well,
last
He hit
one.
me.
Of them. Yep,
That
he
motherfucker
hit you.
stabbed the
Sorry.
shit out of me.
Yeah, he did. My bad. Thank you, Frankie.
I thought this was the top because the cephalopod man.
Oh no, this is the large fat man, the
Yep.
the short fat hairy man.
Yep.
That's going to be 5 damage from the small knife or large knife. I mean that he stabs you with minus your armor bonus.
Yep. Let me roll that real quick.
Tula, where are you in all of this? As you hear the sounds of battle begin to erupt back at the top of the stairs.
I'm still hanging out, hanging out, hanging out on the outside of the big doors into the first room. I I'm, just behind Servia. I assume Servia is in the room,
The
the
first
first room behind, behind the doors. So I'm behind her, kind of keeping my eyes on the horses in the hallway, or down in the hallway, and right near the heavy wooden doors.
Right. At the base of the stairs, you see one of these black winged creatures start kind of approaching the bottom of the stairs, and it looks injured. It's kind of limping a little bit. It looks injured, but it is approaching the horses. And it hasn't spotted you. It kind of leaps onto one of the horses. You can hear bones cracking as the horse falls to the ground. It rears and neighs very loudly. And this thing plunges its face into the side of the horse and begins to draw blood from it.
Upon seeing this, I'm going to move to the other side of the door, so into the room, and close the doors.
Yeah, go ahead and make me a sanity roll too, while you kind of.
Sure. A 97.
Okay.
Yeah, that's a lot.
Yeah, go ahead and roll a D10 on that fail, please.
Oh, okay, sure, no problem. I got that. A D10. So the 0 on the D10 means it's a 0, right?
That's exactly it.
With a 1 in front of it.
D10 goes 0 to 9. That is how they work.
That's what I figured.
You roll 10?
I did. Yes.
Oh boy.
That was a
that's
10.
Not good. You couldn't fail much harder than that. You do realize this, don't you?
Oh, I am certain of that. There is no way to get more than 10 on a 10-sided die. Unless you have bonuses and, well, Tula.
Poor Tula. Poor Tula.
The other leg goes numb.
Oh, poor Tula. Make me an intelligence roll, please.
The last roll was a 97. This one's a 98.
We need to get you some new dice.
Does he have a richer?
You might just need to just roll them for a while and see if you can prime them
Just
up.
warm them
that
up.
might be it.
Yeah.
That might be it. They might just be
Yeah.
cold. They might just be cold.
However, you're fine with this. You shut the door. You're like, I disbelieve what I just saw is real. It's not happening. It was a shadow. And you just kind of shut the doors. There is a bar inside, and the door could be barred from the inside.
I will bar the door
Very well.
because I don't want anything to do with that shadow.
That's right. You're lucky you failed that intelligence in such a way that you are now just completely paranoid of anything in the shadows, though. Like you're kind of looking at the shadows. You're not happy with darkness in the corners. All right. Titus, go ahead and make me a power roll, please.
No. Okay.
Yeah, roll that pow.
Yeah. I got a 14. That's pretty good.
That's pretty good.
Pretty good. That's a 45, so that's a hard success.
Hard success. Okay. You feel the wave of power from this being kind of emanating, but he's saying something. You can see his lips kind of blubbery moving. Can't really understand what he's saying, but whatever it is, it didn't have any effect on you.
Yeah. Okay. I'm like really tapping into that. That won't work on me because I can't read sort of energy, and I just push through it with the right mindset, which is that I'm very focused on attacking them.
Yes, you are an unbeliever, a non-believer of this one's ability. Cool. Next up would be Titus. You're next.
Yeah, I want to do my best impression of a blender, if possible.
What's a
Give them
blender?
the old, the
Yeah.
cutty cut. Ooh, I got a 26 on 75 for Gladius, which is a hard success, and I don't think they can dodge because
They can't dodge. So go ahead
can't
and roll
dodge. Yeah,
that
okay.
damage.
Damage. Let's see here. Only going to be 6.
Yeah, you stir him up like a pot of noodles and
Some calamari.
yeah, it's just kind of this gelatinous goo that just gets swirled around in your blade.
Do they seem upset about this condition, or
no,
okay?
he
That seems
doesn't seem phased at all. He's just looking at you. The one with the wax tablets that was kind of frantically trying to vocally stop you gives up on that and makes a break for the balcony. With his wax tablets in hand, he makes a run. Servia, it's your turn.
Shooting for the legs.
I mean, he running. You just get him somewhere in the back. And be all right. There's no organs on the back side of the body.
Exactly. There's no organs in his legs. Shit. I think I missed. Yeah, 39 on 25.
Yeah, that's because you aimed for his legs.
Yeah, he's
An
running
arrow
too
goes
fast.
scattering into the floor, and just as Carbo reaches the balcony, up floats one of these shadowy black winged creatures, and Carbo whispers something to the creature. He turns around, it latches its talons into his shoulders, but draws no blood and begins to lift away. That's Carbo, Servia, Tillis.
All right, so a homeboy who just stabbed me, he best be ready.
Bring it.
Coming hard. We're going hard tonight. You're gonna die tonight, son. What is that? I mean, it's a success. It's a hard success on longsword.
He's going to fight back, so
okay.
Yeah, I know. 32 on a
Nope, doesn't matter. I have a hard success.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure he's not got a 65 melee.
Actually, he does.
Yeah, 65? Shit.
65, yeah.
Okay, well, mine's 15 under 25, so I'm 10 below a hard success.
So it's 32 on a 65, which is
one below
a hard success. Yeah.
Yeah.
So you still win out, right?
Yeah. So I'm 10 below that. All right. So I'm 8 damage.
Ow.
I'm a big motherfucker.
Oh, and this guy's not wearing any armor.
Oh shit. I am bleeding a lot, but I got the bloodlust now.
Oh yeah.
Made me bleed my own blood.
Yeah, that was a heavily wounding stab that you gave him. He fought back, so that's going to be the end of that. About this time, the trance of the woman breaks. Either she came out of it, whatever, but she is now kind of looking around, surveying the scene. She will go next round, as that's the end of the round, and it is the blob's turn again. as this time where is it? I was just looking at it while we were at the break, and now I don't remember what page it was on. Yes, there we go. That one. This might be kind of hard, but go ahead and make me another power roll. Opposed power rolls here.
Okay.
Everyone in the
That's-
room?
No, just
That's a fail.
Okay.
just Titus.
Okay.
That's a fail.
That's a fail. Oh, okay. Yep. Wait, how does that work? Yeah, that's right. Okay. You stand struck numb and dumb, unable to move or react.
Move at all, period.
Yeah, you're entranced
Okay.
by this one. You see the yellow sign emblazoned in your eye, in your mind's eye. You can still see the world around you perfectly, but the yellow sign is taking its grip on your mind's eye. Far in the distance, you see a city on the edge of a lake. The city looks dead, empty. You're not sure. From this distance, you really can't tell.
Mm-hmm.
And you stand there just staring into the distance as if looking at this city.
Okay.
Carbo is leaving the scene. He has given in to this. I'm sorry, Tula. We were going to get, you're in that other room. What's your dex? I need to add you to the dex initiative order. I meant to do that last.
My dex is 55.
55. Okay, so you're going to act between Servia and Attilas. Okay, cool. Carbo is giving himself away to this creature, and they are flying off from the balcony, leaving the scene. Kalia, the tall, beautiful woman, stands, draws a knife from her belt, and charges forth into the other room, seeing Servia. She will not be able to attack this round, but she is charging you, blood rage in her eyes.
Hell yeah.
And it's your turn, Servia. She is barreling down on you.
Hate to interrupt, but do I get a save on my turn at all at the end of my turn or something for this spell, or is it just like forever? Or
It is until you are physically assaulted.
okay, all good.
You have to be kind of knocked into your senses. Sorry, I meant to send you that in a DM.
Oh, okay.
I
She
didn't,
says she
but I
can't.
meant to, and I got caught up in
Okay.
the trying to kill Servia.
Oh, please. So fun.
She's running at you. She's 50 feet or so from you, probably at most.
All right. I pull back my bow.
All right.
And I miss.
She's nimble. Tula, you see this woman screaming with a knife running into the room. Looks like she's barreling down on Servia.
So I'm in the room for the first time. I'm taking a look around, and I'm looking for light sources. What are the light sources in the room?
Torches, fire lanterns, oil lamps. It's a little bit of everything here.
I'm going to go for an oil lamp and a lantern and collect them up because those shadows that I saw, I don't want anything. I don't want to see those again. So I want to make sure that I'm well lit up from here on out. I don't want to deal with shadows. So that's what I'm doing. I'm heading for light sources to keep me well lit.
Right on.
And if I have if I have time to react after that, if there's distance between Servia and the crazy one charging us or charging her with a knife, I'm going to try to throw one of the oil lamp in between the two of them to kind of do a splashy, flamey kind of thing if I could pull it off.
Hmm. You have a choice. You can either collect lamps for yourself or collect one and throw it.
I'm going to collect them for myself because I'm still pretty wigged out over those shadows.
Fair enough. Okay. You were able to collect 4 lanterns, 2 oil lamps, and 2 just like candlestick lamps, I guess, for just regular lantern lamps. Cool. Attilas.
All right, so is this short little fat guy still in this fight?
He is, but he's holding his belly. He's holding his guts into his stomach.
Ah, damn. Figured out I can do this. Oh, no, that's a miss.
Yep.
74 and a 50.
When you first opened it, before it rolled, it was a 99.
Oh, yeah. It was already on.
Yeah, it's always on 99 before it's like so. All right. Perhaps you slipped a little in the blood that's on the floor and gave you he is able to laugh off your attack as he comes back to you now, swinging his large knife. Oh, that's a miss with an 81 on a 65.
We're both snapping at each other as we go in circles.
Kind of slipping in the blood on the floor. This is a true knife fight. And Titus, as you are standing there entranced, you hear him speaking to you. And he says, "Come with us. You can have a place here as well. In my kingdom of Carcosa. All are welcome. Come with us. Don't be afraid. Just step in."
No, fuck off.
Yeah, he's just enticing you with this conversation in your mind.
Can I tell him no, fuck off in my head?
Yeah, you can conversate with him. Yeah, absolutely. But it would be so glorious. It's a wonderful place. You would love it in my kingdom.
No place is better than the kingdom of Rome. I have served them dutifully, and if our boats could reach your shores, we would take over your lands as well.
Oh, nice. Ah, excellent. I love a fighter. And all right, Servia. Dodge, fight back, or maneuver.
I'm gonna try and fight back.
You're gonna fight back. All right.
Yeah, but we'll find it. So I have
Let's
better chance.
fight back.
I got a 1.
Oh, that's a hard success.
That is like the ultra.
That's an extreme success, isn't it?
Yeah.
Like
extreme crit. Yep.
Oh, and I rolled a 98, which is a hard fail on her 65.
She just
55.
she fell onto my knife.
Yeah, as perhaps
She fell onto her own knife.
Perhaps Tula moving around, gathering the lanterns, disrupted her light and trajectory as she comes barreling into you. You step to the side easily, grab her arm, follow her momentum, and just stab herself with her own blade. You're able to just use her momentum to fight back against her. You don't even have to use a weapon of your own. use it against her, dealing herself 7 damage. Jesus. And she collapses into a heap on the floor, her own dagger in her chest. Her dying words are, "I'm sorry, my king, I have failed you."
Rip.
Rip, yep. And then now it's your turn, Serbia.
So is there anyone I can see, like, clearly, like,
You can see Attilas engaged in melee combat, one-on-one with the large fat man, and you can see Titus just this kind of one side of him from behind. He's just standing there.
I trust Attilas has got this. And I'm gonna run up to where Titus is to try
It's
and
good.
help him.
It's good because I don't trust you to shoot into melee combat.
Yeah.
I'm not. I trust you. You got this. You tell him.
All right, Tula. You see Servia moving forward. The body of this woman now laying at her feet. A large knife on the ground as well. Well, in her chest, not really on the ground.
Is she still alive?
It does not appear that she is. The pallid mask that she clutched in her hand scattered across the floor.
I'm going to pull the knife out of her, and then I'm going to take one of the oil lamps and pour the oil over her and light her a flame.
Wow. Okay. That will light up the room.
That's the idea. Light her up.
If it works, it works.
Okay. Cool. Attilas, you were still engaged in combat with Decula.
Yes. And he's in pretty. I mean, we're both pretty bad.
I mean, you sliced him open pretty good.
we're both in pretty bad shape. Though.
Yeah.
Yeah. You know what? Like, I'm sick of his shit. So he stabbed me pretty good, and so yeah. No, I'm gonna get him. Okay. So what I want to do is I want to. Well, you know what? Let me see if I hit him first, and then I'll describe how he's going to get it.
25.
25
Yes.
out of 50. That's a hard success.
That's a hard success. Yes, it is.
All right, and that's 5 more damage. So I'm pretty sure that what I'm going to do is he's and I've been going at this, and we both slipped in the blood recently. We're kind of been circling each other, snapping our fingers, and whispering secrets to one another. And I just charge at him. And with my sword, I push the sword almost like I grab the sword blade with my other hand and just run it straight into his throat and ram him into the so he goes back first into the hearth of the fireplace that's behind him, and the blade just goes up and just catches him right underneath his jaw. And I think he's dead now.
Yes, he is. You've taken care of him. He's you hear him trying to speak, but it's just blood gurgling out of his throat at this point. Yeah, as he goes down. You
I'm also pretty sure I take one from grabbing my sword with my bare hand, using it as leverage.
Yeah, if you're gonna, I guess that probably would give you a little bit of damage. Yeah. slicing your hand open. You don't
No.
feel it though. You'll notice.
Not right now. I will.
You'll feel it later. Cool. Top of the order. The only one left here is the blob, basically. And you can hear him, Titus, in your mind again. But you could be like them and have the power of the world. Won't you come and join me in Carcosa?
I don't want the power of the world. I just wanted my vacation and you've ruined it.
But you could be my champion.
You don't understand me. I don't want to fight anymore and you're making me.
I see. All right. It's going to be, I guess it's to Servia.
Okay. Feasibly, we've heard or at least felt the heat from the probably sizable fire in the other room.
Yeah, you hear the fire kind of engulf in the other room. You walk in to see Attilas just basically beheading this man into a fire pit, and Titus standing over this. Well, now that you've never seen this full scene before, you see this lifeless blob, but it is alive. It turns its head to you. Ah, welcome to my court. Won't you join us? And go ahead and make a sanity roll for me, please.
That is a fail.
A fail. Ooh.
It's D20.
That's a 1d20, please.
No big deal.
I did say 1d20.
Yeah, you heard that. You heard that right?
Correctly.
God damn! 17!
Yes.
That is a breaking point.
And 3 temporary insanities.
You only get one at a time.
Yeah, but
Don't ruin this.
God.
Oh boy.
Okay,
All right,
it's the
so
last session. It's okay.
you have an indefinite insanity as well from the breaking point. But go ahead and make an intelligence roll for the temporary insanity.
I fail.
Yeah.
We're all so fucking dumb.
I have a 70. I don't know how I did this.
You're like, well, should have expected something like this.
I like to think I just kind of looked and I went, no, that's not alive. Seen dead people before. That's a dead person.
Nice. Yes, you are an unbeliever. Having failed your sanity and then failed your intelligence, you walk in and just kind of, yep. And then what action do you take? Like you're just like completely like, holy crap.
Well, is it like melting into the couch, like decomposition melting into the couch?
No, it looks more like an octopus out of water.
Okay, that's even more reason to do this. I'm going to turn around and yell, I need fire. And push Titus out of the way to make sure that when the fire gets here, he does not get in the way of it.
Cool. Go ahead and make me a strength roll to push Titus out of the way.
Oh God, I'm gonna fail. Yeah, I fail.
Well, can't I can't resist, right? Like I'm
No.
like, I'm immobile, right?
Yeah, I guess, yeah. So how bad did you fail? It wasn't like a critical failure, was it?
This is a 89 on 60.
That's not a critical failure. It takes some effort, some much effort. In fact, you'd like really get down and push a shoulder into it. But eventually, instead of pushing him out of the way, you kind of topple him. You just kind of hit him and he just kind of goes over. Titus, you come to on the ground, having this strange sensation that you were somewhere else. Looking around, it takes you a moment to gather your senses as to where you are, and what has happened and how much time has passed. Tula, you hear Servia cry out, "We need fire!"
Mhm.
Indeed, I do. And fortunately, I have taken a moment to gather up several things of flying fire. So I'm going to throw 4 oil lanterns.
Hold on. Where are you standing?
Yeah, that's what I was. Where are you throwing these from?
Because I got a feeling like you're not going to be able to get them much further than me.
I am not in the room. Remember, I had just doused.
That's what I'm worried about. That's what I remembered.
But what is the distance from? Well, this was just a doorway, wasn't it, or was it another hallway to?
This is just kind of
doorway.
a doorway into another room.
Basically, from where that human candle is, that's where Servia was standing, and they were 50 feet from the woman when she charged. About
and this room that y'all are in, that Attilas, Servia, and Titus are now in, is large enough to comfortably accommodate 5 or 6 people.
It's the prefect's box.
It's the prefect's box. So
it's a whole suite, man.
It's a suite. So the senatorial suite is what y'all are in, and then the prefect has his private box that's attached to the senatorial suite. So when he doesn't want to be entertaining the senators, he can go into his private suite and take a few with him, that sort of thing, or then join the rest of the senators in the suite. So
Gotcha. So the distance from where I am to where Servia is how far?
About 60 feet, probably. Yeah.
I'm going to move up to where Servia is.
Okay. So
my move is 8, but
yeah, you'll get there. You can get there this round, and as you kind of move into the room and you take in this scene, go ahead and make that sanity roll as you see the boneless one as well.
Okay.
Yeah. Another follower. Welcome to my court.
67 over 30.
So that'd be a fail. Go ahead and roll that D20 sand loss, please.
Oh, D20. Sand loss. D20. Oh, I should use the big one for this, right? This is a big loss. Let's see how this one rolls. Oh, 8.
Oh, not so bad. Not so bad.
Well, it is a fifth of my remaining.
And 5 at once, so you get a temporary as well. Go ahead and roll intelligence for me.
Oh, okay. Let's see. Intelligence is 60, and I roll a 16.
So you passed. Yeah. So
my intelligence is 60, and I rolled a 16.
Yeah, you passed well.
He frantically looks at tables, calculates numbers.
That was a hard success.
You seeing this and hearing this, the entire scene just drives you over the edge. You drop the lanterns and turn and flee in the nearest exit direction you can find. which is the opening to the balcony. Just fleeing in a direct panic, you run, jumping off the balcony.
How much movement would I have had left?
Probably not much. Probably you get to the balcony and fleeing in panic, and that's where we'll move to the next action. Good call. We'll save that death scene for the next turn.
Indeed.
That will be Attilas. Seeing Tula panic, drop the lanterns. They're starting to leak oil out, and fire begins to spread across the floor.
Tula, do you have blood on you? I don't believe you do,
No.
I don't.
because that would make you part of the other team. So, with that, that's a 26. It's one above a hard success on my attack. As I see Tula, I see a servant woman enter into with armloads of oil lanterns. Clearly, I am standing next to this goddamn fire, and she has no intention to do anything other than try to kill me. And so she also must die. And so again, as she reaches the balcony, that's real convenient because she went to exactly where she about to draw her last breath. She done.
You throwing her over the or
Oh
stabbing?
no, I mean, I'm running her through with the sword.
Running her through?
So,
All right.
So we all see. That's an 8.
Oh wow, that's 8
And
damage.
then I got a. I got a.
What's your damage bonus?
I told you I'm big. A D4.
Ooh,
So that's 11.
ow! How you doing there, Tula?
I got a sword sticking out of me. Let's just say I've had better days. Yeah, I've got 2 of those things called hit points left. Not many. Like lots of them have left me all of a sudden out of this gaping where the sword goes in. So yeah,
Health is running out. Yes.
yeah. Yeah.
Yep. And I'm just. I'll lean forward and say some really hateful things as I, on my next action, push Tula off the balcony.
As he says those, I'm just gonna slap him.
It'll be on
Just-
it'll be on the next round. It'll be the next round.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's all right. I'm jumping off next round. So
Oh, it's gonna be hard because
It's
I'm
gonna be
holding
hard
my
with a sword sticking out of you.
You're gonna have to walk off this sword.
All right. About this time, 2 more of these great big winged beasts swoop down to pick up the blobbed one in their talons and begin to lift him. He's quite heavy, and it's hard for them to hold on to him. He just kind of bobbles around a bit as you see them trying to pick him up and take off with him. He's hissing, saying words you don't understand in a foreign language.
Okay, I need some
Titus?
clarity. Okay. So there are people by the window. Byaki's like just fly past both of those people into the room, the senatorial room, and like have enough room to like go and fly above the blob and grab him and like start extracting him
Yeah,
out.
they
or...
like fly in, land, start picking him up to get him out, and as they are getting over back towards the balcony area is when they're going to take back off. So
they're
it's
on the ground.
It's on you, Titus.
Well, I guess I was asking because I know that there's people like blocking up the balcony because there's a whole person being stabbed.
Yeah, there's enough room for them to come in one at a time.
Yeah, it's
Okay.
you gotta think, man. This is
come in like single file. They kind of were.
Yeah, they're just diddy bopping in. I mean, y'all are all busy killing each other, so
This is an
you're
observation,
standing there, finally kind of taking it in. What do you do,
Yeah,
Titus?
yeah. I mean, is there any like intact lantern sitting by me?
There are some lanterns on the floor leaking out. Some fire is beginning to spread in the room.
Yeah, I imagine that there's like some fire, and what I kind of want to do is I want to grab one of the lanterns that are on fire, and like I'm showing like wild disregard, and I'm just bashing it against him. Like I'm imagining that there's some like oil that's maybe on fire against it, and when it like hits, like maybe it'll just
Molotov cocktail.
Yeah. Yeah. It does just the oil starts to spread across and the fire starts to melt the flesh. There's a very horrible smell that begins emitting, and the flesh, you expect to eventually see bone and whatnot. So as the flesh just literally melts away in fat, you begin to see this dark structure beneath, more like tentacles starting to show through as the Byakis come in to grab him and try to take him away. But the flesh is on fire, melting away.
that seems not good for him.
Yeah, it's probably not good for him.
I look down and see a sword through my chest going, speaking of not good.
Servia. I mean, Titus, are you doing anything else, or is that you're just bashing him with the fire?
I mean, if I have more things that I can do, I'm like gonna bash it, and if I don't take any damage from that and it's melting, I'm getting the fuck out of there. We did everything. I can't fight two Byakis. I can't. They're doing something over there that I don't fucking know. I'm out of here. I did my duty. I tried to find the kids. That's all fucked. I set that guy. I'm out. I'm out of here. I'm moving as far away as I can. I want to go on vacation.
Just on vacation, man.
I'm just. I was one day away from retirement.
Yeah, you light him up, bash him, and you start just like backpedaling out of the room. Like, I'm done with this shit, right? So away you start going. And
victoriously, though, we did pretty good here.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Okay, Servia.
And I'll mention to Serbia, like we gotta fucking go. Like, if Serbia's nearby me, I believe.
Yeah, she would be on your way out. So yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna look at the fire, the people on the balcony, probably gauge that it's either go to the balcony and try and get them to snap out of it or save myself. And at this point, I have lost so much already. I'm going to make a run for it, save myself.
Okay. So you make a break for it with Titus. That brings us to Tula, standing on the balcony, a sword run through you, Attila staring you in the eyes. You don't even recognize the look that Attilas is giving you. He's just so far gone with madness and he's just lost. What do you do, Tula? First thing is unmute.
Am I still trying to flee?
You have a sword in you. Yeah, you're still like, your desire is to leave, but he's run you through. So you can kind of try to push him off or thrust yourself further onto the blade. Like it's...
I picked up a sword, I believe, or a knife, was it? From the...
Yeah, you have
a large knife.
Yep.
It's a large knife.
Yeah. Since I have no idea why Attilas, someone who I treated so well, has decided to run me through with a sword, I will take the large knife and run it into him.
Yeah, makes sense. Cool. Roll your attack. Attilis, are you gonna just leave with, fight back? Dodge?
Oh no, I am singularly focused.
Okay.
Nah, I'm not sweating it.
Okay. It's kill or be killed. I got it.
And as it turns out, as I take the knife and I start to bring it forward, the blade moves just a little bit in me, and it causes me great pain that forces me to drop the knife.
Oh dear. Oh boy. All right. You drop the knife. It clatters to the ground. It's Attilis. You knew she didn't have it in her. She's only a 19-year-old.
I lean in and I whisper to her, I don't know what evil you serve here, but I hope that you die and find it again. And he just shoves Tula over the side of the observation deck. Sword and all, just sends all of her and everything else to the arena below.
Oh yeah.
You want to roll 4d6 for damage for the fall, Tula?
4d6, huh?
If you
Yeah.
get 24, your body explodes. Like a crash test dummy.
Okay, I can do that. I got 4d6 here. Oh, that's a shame. I did not roll 24.
All right.
14, however, but not 24.
That'll do her.
And so as Attilis watches or flings Tula over, he turns. He's bleeding profusely. He wipes his face with his hand. Blood smears across it. And he turns and he looks at the path that he came from. Is that a viable exit?
Yes, you see from where you stand, you can see Titus and Servia leaving, going out that doorway that you came in.
All right. I'm going to follow behind them. Like, Attilis walks almost like almost like a diseased dog that's just kind of stalking about. He's not entirely sure where he is. He's not entirely sure who those two people are. He's not trying to get close to them. But he feels like they're going a direction and they're not trying to set me on fire. So I'll just follow them.
Fair enough. Fair enough. Yeah. You head out and as the final bits of flesh melt off, the first rays of sun begin to rise in the distance over the edge of the arena, striking in until you feel them hit you in the back, the sun, the warmth for a moment. You see the Baki just panic in fright of the sunlight. And as the rays hit this once flesh-covered, blubberous being, you could see it begin to sizzle, smoke, the undercarriage of this flesh that was kind of covered by the body of the prefect now gone. It begins to sizzle away in the sunlight. The darkness must have been what kept it intact. And you hear it hissing and screeching, the Baki flying or running now to the balcony as quickly as they can. They leap into the air, swooping down into the shadows, keeping this being out of sight of the sunlight. And eventually they find their way out of the arena, following the shadows, and off into the cloudy sky as dawn breaks over the arena of Vastalinum. The door that you wish to leave out, the one you came in, is now barred from the inside. Someone has locked it, stopping anyone from being able to come in behind you. It's easy to lift the bar and open the door. The horses lay dead at the bottom of the stair, completely drained of all fluids. You guys can continue to search the arena if you'd like, or head off into the sunrise. You
I
still
would
haven't
like
found your
to,
children.
yeah, on the way back, because I think we've all accepted. Well, I've accepted that my kids are probably long gone. Achilles doesn't remember his children, so I'm just gonna like lean in at some point during the walk and be like, "So are we not gonna talk about the fact he murdered Hula, or are we just what's up with that? What?
Is this the Titus or Attilas?
Yeah, Titus.
I assume that we're kind of like running away from Attilas. Like I'm not going to let Attilas near us. Attilas said he was going to keep his distance, and I'm not here to fight Attilas. Like I feel like Titus would have a hard time with that at this point, and so he's just avoiding it by like creating distance more than anything else. And like if Serbia asks like point blankly, I will just say, you know, this is a place of madness, and it must have gotten him.
I suppose, but I'm not sure if we should let him come back on the boat with us. Maybe we should warn people. What if the madness does not leave?
Can you speak into the mic a little bit more? I have a hard
Oh,
time
am I?
hearing you.
Oh no, you're good. You're good. I my mic's fucked. Just like she's kind of. Well, should we not tell the people on the boat before he reaches it? What if the madness does not leave?
But what fuck? We're getting out of here, Serbia. Like we're fucking donezo. Like we're not. I'm not tracking down that boat. Who the fuck knows where that wound up after all that shit? You see how many fucking dead bodies there were, Serbia?
This is like, we are the people on the boat. It's us. Get an oar.
We got rid of that. Did you see that thing squirm and its bodies undulate? We've defeated monsters. That is mythology that we just struck down. We are leaving now, Serbia. I'm not worried about Attilas walking around with a sword or some shit when there's flying monsters running about. It seems like there's higher priority things.
I suppose. I mean, they flew away. I assume that whatever those were, furies, some night stalking creature.
Bart, my fellow countrymen of Rome can take care of Attilas if he is a continued problem.
If you trust your countrymen.
I don't, but it's their problem now.
Nice. Cool. As you all exit the arena, do you take the time to continue to search, or do you just give up on your children, Servia?
Yeah, I'm giving up. I assume that with all the bodies, either they have fled and found safety in a place I will not find, or they are part of the pile.
Okay.
For Attilas, by the way, the temporary insanity is temporary, so.
Yeah, but it's a number of hours. So
it's hours. Shit. Okay.
Yeah, I thought
It's
it was 5
hours.
hours. I thought it was 5 hours, or it was 5 days. I don't remember the last 5 days, but I remember it was several hours.
Yeah, it lasts for several hours.
That was minutes. My bad. I'm bad.
What does Attilas do for these several hours? While Titus and Servia run away from you, checking over their shoulders. Do you give chase?
Attilas can't run.
Yeah, I'm just, So
Attilas
what
is
do you
in
do?
Attilas is in some rough shape. He basically, I mean, Attilas, until his memory begins to come back to him, Attilas does not know exactly where he is. This is a resort. This is not a place that he frequents. Attilas is a Roman citizen, but he does a lot of living outside of Rome. And so he just kind of stalks about the city, trying to trying to jog some memory loose so he can understand what's going on. And he's basically re-traumatizing himself again and again as he keeps seeing these scenes that he's seen before, but he doesn't remember. And his toga's been torn, or his tunic's been torn. He's looking just like, he's been drug 100 miles behind a horse, and he stalks the city until his memory comes back to him. And once he remembers that his son is somewhere here, he will begin searching, and this time aggressively, like pulling bodies off, throwing bodies around. Attilas has lost a lot of sanity, like almost 50%.
Yeah,
So-
and now that you're
Yeah, he's so yeah, no
hours go
problem.
by.
Dig through bodies, sure, fuck it, why not?
Yeah, 5 or 6 hours go by, and you've been wandering the city, and mostly spent most of your time in this arena, just trying to understand where you are and what happened, how you got here. You get outside of the arena, that's when things start getting a little less foggy, and it starts coming back to you. You wind your way through, and you come across a scene of this image emblazoned in yellow paint on the side of a building, and it all starts to come back to you. Then it's almost like that image just sparked you back into life. You remember you have a son somewhere, and then you remember the villa, and you remember being told that your child was taken from the villa, and you remember getting to the arena, and you remember having to go there to find them. You rush back into the arena to search for him. Make me a luck roll as you're rolling through the arena searching. 75.
75 over 50.
Yep. You search for hours and hours, with no determination of where he could be. And as you're about to give up hope, just knowing that he must have been taken or killed, you hear a faint cry. It sounds like it's coming from in the walls. Beneath the staircase, you find a small door. It looks like a storage area. It's padlocked from the outside, though. You can hear somebody thumping on the inside of the door.
Okay, I'll go find something to pry the lock off.
Yeah, you can find something pretty easy to pry the lock off. Inside, you find 4 children, your son being one of them. But your son sitting, rocking back and forth in a ball and repeating, "The king is here. He has come. The king is here. He has come." And he's just repeating that over and over. The other children you do not recognize.
I pick him up. I ignore the other children. And I carry him to the nearest boat or dock and find just like whatever boat. It doesn't matter. It could be a rowboat. And push off to take him to wherever the other side of this body of water is.
Yeah.
I don't know how far we are from the mainland, but that's the direction I'll head.
Well, you're on the Arno River, so I mean, it's just.
Oh, right. It was a river. It was a river. I was thinking Aegean. Go ahead.
Yeah.
I'll be
Sorry.
right back.
Okay, no worries. Yeah, you take him wherever you need to take him. Maybe far away from this city. You find a place, an oasis, where you can both kind of tend to your wounds and tend to him. Not sure what you're going to do with him. He hasn't stopped muttering this bad talk about the king, and occasionally he'll mention the city of Carcosa. You hear him say, "I want to go to Carcosa. Take me there, Father."
Well, I sure hope.
Go ahead and roll your knowledge or your Arabia Magna.
I got an 8 on 46. So hard success.
Yeah, you've never heard of this place in all of your travels, in all of your learning. You've never heard of a city called Carcosa.
Actually, it's an extreme success, and I still haven't heard of it.
Yeah.
Maybe it's at the bottom of this cliff. No, I'm joking.
You fell off the cliff.
See how it came full circle?
Yeah.
Everybody loves the callback.
Yeah, buddy. So cool.
Yeah, I'm not sure what I want to do with him either. I mean, he has a mother, I guess.
Somewhere.
This is Rome.
Yeah,
this is Rome.
I mean, everyone had a mother at some point.
Oh, I meant like, I'll.
Oh, you haven't killed her yet. That's what you meant.
Yeah, no, I mean, that's what I'm saying. Like somebody got to watch this kid.
I hear what you're saying. Yeah.
So I'll take him back to her. I don't know what else I would be able to
You could
do.
take him back home and whatever. Yeah, absolutely. Cool. As for Servia and Titus, you eventually make it back to your home areas and sit with the madness that occurred, almost dismissing it. But occasionally, Servia, you have these memories, these flashbacks of the whole scene of the monsters. You have nightmares of what could have happened to your children. You're left with these haunting thoughts and deep depression of the loss of your children. They were all you had.
And I left them in that arena with all those bodies. I'm sure they're eating just fine.
I'm sure it would have gotten much worse for her if she'd seen her children like that.
Yep. And then I guess I can make up a story for Titus. Returns to, there's Titus. I can make up a story for you. When you return to your home, you tell your senator of some of the story, but not the more extreme parts of it, about how a madness has taken over the resort town. He dispatches a detachment of Roman soldiers to the town to clean up the madness, taking care of any remaining bands of lunatics that are roving around, or and then reports up his chain to the Senate, who then get word back down from the emperor that Vastalinum is to be burned and destroyed, dismantled, and never to be rebuilt, for it is a land of madness and no one should ever live there. Hi, thanks for tuning in. This has been United Adventure Company's presentation of Call of Cthulhu's Ripples from Carcosa. 3 scenarios exploring Hastur, Carcosa, and the King in Yellow. The cast is Starless as Attilas Blasio, Alistair as Servia Mesa, Frankie as Titus Fulvus, and Diamond as Tula. Your keeper for tonight has been Jackal Crossing. If you've enjoyed this video, please do us a favor, hit that thumbs up like button and let us know just how much you have enjoyed it. Also, you can click subscribe so you can get notified every time we post new content on this or any of the other games that we play. Looking for a way to support the channel beyond those two? Then jump down to the description and click the link to the Patreon page, where you can join Nathan, Aaron, Two Wolf Design, and Lord Thorin in their support of our channel. Want to hang out with the cast and crew? Then join the Discord. That link's down in the description as well. We can't wait to see you there. Until next time, stay safe and make that sand safe.